This is a history lesson also. I read recently that a poet is made, not born. In my case, the construction is proving to be a long haul. Although I was blessed with a mother who not only read all the nursery rhymes to me before I was 5, but also poetry from Robert Louis Stevenson and Paul Laurence Dunbar, I did not write poetry until an assignment by my English teacher when I was a 16-year-old high school junior in 1942. I labeled for hours over the 2 6-line stanzas, extolling in part, "Hers is a sweet and winning smile, toothpaste ad, that is the style, designed your heart to cop, sweet little carrot top." I will not read the rest. Surprisingly, the poem garnered the grade of B. Must not have been much competition. 53 years later, I moved to Sedalia and decided to do some writing and joined the local writers group consisting of several real writers, such as June Ray Woods, Vicki Grove, and others. They, in turn, advised me that I might want to take a writing class at State Fair, where there was this fantastic teacher, Debbie Noland. Sadly, they either didn't know or forgot to mention that her favorite forte was the genre of my old nemesis, poetry. Within the first week, we were introduced to limericks by giving each of us a first-line prompt. Mine was, "A drunkard from Winesburg, Ohio." I added, "Awoke with a headache, oh my oh. Said I thought I would shine if I drank lots of red wine. Instead, I think I'll just die, oh." My personal apologies to Ogden Nash. Then we were assigned to write one of our own. Mine was labeled a limerick. There once was an old lady named Fay on a very cold January day, in search of more knowledge, enrolled at State Fair College. Now hopes she can make it through May. Onward, and some short stories, some essays, and lots of different poetry forms until the last week of the semester. The final blow, a sonnet. Sonnet of a dying poet. A busy bee a-buzzin' in her bonnet. Our teacher Debbie did us give this task. A sonnet write. Good grief, my gosh, doggone it. What is this thing? Aghast, I shout, I ask. 5 feet per line? What is a foot, pray tell? A rhyming pattern too, I hear 'tis said. She faints. Poor Fay, alas, I knew her well. Sestet, iambic, and pentam, I'm dead. My mind goes blank, no thoughts of verse will be. Oh my, I cry, I wreathe, I kick, I scream. Till now, just 3 more lines, the end I see. I deign to drink my coffee without cream. 'Tis done, I shout in final glee. I did, I wrote it all, I'm free. I also received the grade of B on the sonnet, proving that, in spite of Debbie's heroic efforts, my poetic expertise had not improved in 53 years. However, those classes did inspire me to attend writing conferences and enter in the accompanying contests. Most of my entries were personal essays, short stories, flash fiction, and occasionally an easy poetry category. For instance, Dusk by the Bay. Leaf-shrouded forest paths muffles my alien footfalls beside the softly murmuring stream. Twilight whispers to not startle timid doe feeding on delicate greenery, wobble-legged fawn by her side. Gray squirrels scamper home through thick, lofty branches of ancient, towering redwoods. All are secure from the nearby fog-swept hills of the seething city, settling into nighttime slumber. Muir Woods ever lingers within my California memories. Tomboy. Gammon with pigtailed hair, above sun-blessed freckles, scabbed knees peeking through faded blue jeans with toad-laden pockets. She flies on skateboard down cobbled walk to snatch a winged monarch from the tiger cat and wispy dandelion from the mower path. She carefully parcels Too Short Summer into Barbie secrets, horses, baseball, and ballet. Broken Promise. Thunder hangs grumpily in the morning sky, startling children back to their over-the-head blankets as tender plants quiver in the newly softened earth, while the trusty dogs seek sanctuary under the porch, all in happy anticipation. But the promised shower sails swiftly away on wind wings, leaving children to pack book bags and dash madly to the yellow school bus, abandoning the dusty dog taking his lonely stroll through the rainless spring garden. Ozark Creators Writers Conferences is held annually the second weekend in October. However, the postmark deadline for entries is August the 23rd. Not so good for someone who is the #1 procrastinator in Missouri. August 22nd of 2001, I had nothing new and inspiring to enter, but spied the poetry category of Japanese poetry, tanka. I had no idea what the tanka form was, but I researched it and then found a haiku that I had written years before in Debbie's class. Inspired by a beach photo that was hanging on my wall, I added the final 7 syllables, 7-syllable 2 lines, and off it went on the deadline. I won first prize and my first cash for a poem. Diving, screaming gulls, sandpipers' black dancing feet taunt the foaming waves. A morning sandcastle sails away on the evening tide. $50. Procrastination again in 2011. The night before deadline, desperately I chose the category Poem About Nature, any style, sponsored by the Poet Laureate of Arkansas. A tough category, always entered by well-established poets, but my mother always said, nothing ventured, nothing gained. At least I would gain experience. I found 2 very short poems, which I thought might fit, intertwined them into one poem, and off it went by deadline. Fast forward to the awards night. The MC announced that this had been such a popular category with 65 entries and they were so good that the judges had given 10 honorable mentions instead of the usual 3. He read off those 10 names. Of course, my name wasn't there, and I hadn't expected it would be. Gained experience, remember. Then he was ready to name the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st cash awards. Cash winners. However, there was a problem. The face sheet on the 3rd place winner had been misplaced, and they did not know the name of that winner. So he would just read the title, and would that author please stand up? He read the title. No one stirred. Total silence. He read the title again and said, "Whose poem is this? Isn't the author here?" Sarah nudged me with an elbow in my ribs and said, "Grandma, that's your poem." It had been so long I didn't recognize my last-minute title of Spirit Wings. Dawn slowly lights the jet trails to vie with pink-tinged clouds of sunrise. Majestic, mysterious trees rise from the night mist into morning. The full silver day moon goes quietly away. These last 2 poems only prove that luck beats talent when you're a true procrastinator. And yes, I finished getting this all organized at 3:30 p.m. today. Procrastinators unite!